Piece of the governor's budget includes some money to help with childcare in Utah.
As news specialist Lindsay Ertz reports, some of that money is aimed to create more childcare centers, and some of it would expand child tax breaks.
The governor's budget proposes $5 million to take some existing office space and convert it into child care centers that private businesses would then staff. They're asking for another $4.7 million for a child tax credit.
It's a need for families who have kids across Utah. Childcare.
What we've heard is that in the private sector, the gap remains because they're not able to find the space.
The governor's budget is proposing the legislature fund a creative solution. The state pays to convert existing office space into a child care center, and a private business pays to staff it.
We have an idea that $5 million could maybe cover 1 to 3 maybe locations, depending on obviously the building, what kind of shape it's in.
Groups like the nonprofit Voices for Utah Children are supportive of any public investment in child care, but they say $5 million is a drop in the bucket.
What we're really seeing is more like $250 million a year would really make a significant impact. We know it's a big ask, but that's kind of what happens when you've never invested in an area before.
The director of the governor's office of planning and budget says the funding ask shows the state values childcare.
We obviously have limited resources as a state, and we want to do what we can to keep taxes low and to make sure our economy is thriving.
Another ask from the governor, $4.7 million to expand the child tax credit. Right now it covers kids up to age 3. This money would expand it to age 5.
Does it pay for everything? Probably not. As you know, it takes a lot to raise children, but it does provide a way to help a young family.
We don't really think anybody will get the full $1,000 benefit. So if it was made refundable, families would be able to get a tax refund of that funding and be able to see some real impact for groceries and gas and kids' clothes and all that.
Williams hopes that when it comes time for budget approvals, the legislature will recognize the child care need.
I think this is considered to be a private family issue for a lot of people. I'm not sure people can understand how it connects to the greater economy.
Of course, all of this is just an ask from the governor. It's what the governor wants the legislature to fund. They control the purse strings, so we won't know what gets funded until the end of the legislative session in March. Reporting from the Capitol, Lindsay Ertz, KSL 5 News.